Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. I'm Al DeSaro
Matt Wannon.
at Maximum Potential Institute, coming to you on Friday afternoon.
Yeah, it's the second time we're on today, and we told you this morning we're going to be back live. And so if you're joining us on our Zoom conference, or if you're joining us on Facebook or Instagram or wherever you're joining us in the world, I just want you to know, Friday, it's a great weekend. We're excited to be here with you. We're super excited to be here with you because today's the last day of the month for November.
Last day of the month.
Tomorrow's the first day of the month for December.
Right.
And then we got New Year's right around the corner, man. And we titled this right now, Choices.
Choices.
We are the sum total of the choices that we make.
Absolutely.
Dr. Wayne Dyer. Dr. Wayne Dyer made that quote.
Yeah.
The late, great Dr. Wayne Dyer.
And we're talking about how many choices that we have every single day. We don't realize how many choices that we make every day. And we're going to go through them right now.
Man, we got a lot of choices every day. And you know, I've been telling you about this book I've been reading, the latest book that I've been reading, which is a book by Mel Robbins. And it's called The 5-Second Rule. And she is just phenomenal. I just love this Mel Robbins. I think she's great. And in this book, I mean, it's kind of like a life-changing book. It literally is a life-changing book for me, right? But that's the first choice we have. In the morning, the second we wake up, are we going to hit the snooze button? Or are we going to get ready to go for the day, man? I mean, are we going to be excitingly ready to go for the day? And in 5 seconds, we make incredible decisions for our life. And it's the truth. Even starting in the morning, man. Wake up. Beep, 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 beep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, I'm up, man. I'm ready to go for the day. Or do you hit that snooze button?
You see me do it at lunch today. I ordered a sandwich. I was going to eat the whole thing. And I thought, you know what? Bring back half for Nick. But I really want it, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I don't need it. Box to go, please.
It's simple.
Right?
Simple. But the truth is, the choices that we make in life on a bigger scale, right? We're not talking about waking up. We're not talking about, lunch. What we're talking about is a much, much bigger scale, such as in your career, right? In sales. Hey, we're in automotive sales. That's what we do. What choices are you making today to better yourself for 2019? What choices are you making today to make sure that 2019 is the greatest year that you ever have in your life, financially, family, everything, personal, spiritually, you name it? What choices are we making today?
You know, it's crazy. People will say, like 6 months ago, wow, half a year's gone. Oh, it's going to be Christmas. Can you believe that? Christmas. All of a sudden, guess what? Tomorrow, we're into the Christmas season, December 1st. It's here again.
It's here.
It doesn't stop.
Right.
Time just keeps going on.
And you know, you say this all the time in your trainings.
I say it.
You say it.
I say
You
it.
talk about, today is November 30th, 2018, right?
Right.
And what do you say about November 30th, 2018 and November 30th, 2019?
That if this is the best year ever, you're making money, you're buying a new set of wheels, you're upgrading your lifestyle, whatever it may be. You went on a vacation that you never thought you'd go on. You bought presents nobody ever expected. How would that feel? That'd feel pretty good, right?
Yeah, it'll feel great.
But what if next year everything is the same? Your mentality is the same, your attitude is the same, driving the same car, no money in the bank, no vacations. How would that feel? And the key is, next year's coming whether we like it or not. So we have to make choices. Choices is the key. You know, we talk about career choices, but the choices that we have every day, the choices are we going to get up right away? The choices are what we're going to wear. The choices are we going to have breakfast? But you have a choice whether you're going to stop at McDonald's for a $2 cup of coffee or go to Starbucks and pay $5 for a cup of coffee. You have a choice of if you're going to listen to music or something motivational. You have a choice if you're going to drive fast or you're going to drive slow. You have a choice of when you get to work, you're going to say hello to everybody or walk in with a bad attitude. I mean, there's thousands of choices we make every single day.
Right.
And when we realize which choices are bad for us, we can replace them with good choices.
Right, and 2019's coming. We got to start thinking about what we want to do for 2019 and the choice that we're going to make to better ourselves. In fact, you're going to make a choice right now or a decision right now on how much money you want to make in 2019. As a sales professional in the automotive industry, you want to say to yourself, okay, my goal in 2019 is to make $150,000 a year selling cars, or $200,000 a year selling cars, or $75,000 a year selling cars. Whatever that decision is, make that choice now, make it as a goal, and then strive for it and figure a way how to get it. Like, we can walk you through on how to get to that goal, how much you make, how many cars you have to sell to get there. The choices we're going to make now are going to dictate what happens to us tomorrow. And again, how are you going to educate yourself? How important is that? Like, when you say to yourself, what can I do to better myself today? So what are you going to do to better yourself today? Think deeply about that. If you just go into your dealership, or it doesn't even matter if you're in any business. I don't care what business is it. If you go to any business and you're going there just with this thing, whatever happens to me, man, that's not a very good choice. You can dictate what happens to you by making the right choices, by educating yourself, by being grateful every morning, by waking up in the morning and being grateful, by being grateful that your customer is in front of you. These are the choices that we make every day that are going to dictate what happens to us in the future, right?
Absolutely. And when you make change, change is uncomfortable in the beginning.
Right.
But if you stick with it, it's amazing how you go, hey, this makes a lot of sense. It's like people coming New Year's Eve, they're going to join a gym, right? That's a New Year's resolution. And usually they'll join a gym and go to the gym once, maybe twice, and they don't want to do it anymore, and they pay their dues every month, and they don't use the gym. Well, are they going to see any difference? Absolutely not, right? But if you go to the gym and go 3 times a week, work out for an hour and a half, and you do that 3 times a week, you're going to see a difference. You're going to feel good about it. You're going to look forward to going to the gym.
Right. But that's the choice, right? That's the decision that you make. And I think a lot of people make wrong decisions or wrong choices because we act on our feelings. And when we act on our feelings, look, nobody feels like going to the gym, right? Nobody feels like waking up in the morning. I mean, who does? I mean, think about it, right? Nobody feels like going on a diet. But at the end of your feelings is nothing. I mean, that's the reality of it. At the end of your feelings is nothing. But at the end of what you want, the principles that you have in your life is everything. It's a goal. It's a dream. So when we act on our feelings, like, I don't feel like going to the gym today. I'm just tired, man. I don't feel like going to the gym today. Well, guess what? Then you're not gonna look like Cliff, who's in here. Cliff, say hello to everybody. You're not gonna look like Cliff, man. You know, you got to work at it to look like that, right? It's funny, like we talk about people, and this might hit home with some people watching right now, right? You know, you've been wanting to go on a diet for the longest time. Maybe you're a little bit overweight and you want to diet. Well, I got news for you. Any diet will work. Every diet. I mean, you can go online right now and look up any diet, the South Beach diet, the Atkins. They all work. But you got to stick with it. You got to make the choice to stick with it. And if you stick with it and you decide on sticking with whatever you decide on, it's going to work. It's the same thing in our careers. If you make a decision today to become a lifelong learner in whatever you do, and I can't emphasize this enough, I talk about this all the time. When you decide to learn every day about something in your career, about in the sales profession, how you overcome objections, how to close deals, how to take care of your customers, how to treat people with respect. If you read on that and learn every day, it will make a sizable effect by the end of next year.
And if you're in the automobile business or any business, if you choose to learn how to negotiate properly and you work at learning to negotiate, you're going to make more money. But what happens is everybody uses the same set of words over and over again. They get the same results, and they say, I'm not making enough of money. But no one will pick up a book and read a book or go to YouTube and watch a motivational speaker or a sales trainer. You won't do that. Just complain. For what reason?
And we see it a lot. I mean, you know what? And it's funny. We talk about the 80-20 rule a lot, right? Which is the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. And it's like Dr. Pareto who created the 80-20 rule. And it's everything in life. It's not just the car business. It's not just sales. It's sports teams. It's financial. It's everything. And it's basically that 20% of the people produce 80% of the results, and 80% of the people produce 20% of the results. We go to dealerships all over the country. And the reality is 20% of the people in a dealership is producing 80% of the sales. And that's by choice, by the way, isn't it? It's by choice. It's by deciding that I'm going to be the best. It's by deciding I'm going to take care of my customers. It's by deciding that I'm going to be a customer advocate. I'm going to be a trusted advisor, and I'm going to ask for the business. It's by deciding and choosing to be the best that you can be. That's why 20% of the people produce 80% of the results. So the choice you have to make today, really, if you think about it, is do you want to be part of that 20% or do you want to be part of the 80%? Look, if you want to be part of that 20%, you're going to have to do what it takes to be part of it. You can't just sit there and expect it to happen to you, right? Everyone wants to be a winner. Everyone wants to be a beast. Everyone wants to be a beast, but nobody wants to do the things that beasts do to become that beast, right or wrong.
Absolutely. And here's the best thing about it, is you just have to do it today. It's, as they say, one day at a time. Just today. What can you do? What choices can you make that are positive today? Not forget about yesterday. Forget about tomorrow. It's right now, the choices today. One day at a time. If you just give today your very best, tomorrow's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
But if you're worried about tomorrow, then you're going to toxify today.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking about what happened in the past, you're going to mess up today. This is the now. This is all we have in common is we're living now. Over 9,000 to 12,000 people die of natural causes in the United States every morning. 12,000 people do not wake up. They don't have today. We woke up, we do have today.
So choices. Here's the thing also, getting back to the automotive industry, right?
Back
that
to the
we're
automotive
in.
industry. We're getting back there.
If you're watching this in one of our dealerships across the Zoom conference that we're on and across Facebook right now and across LinkedIn or wherever you're watching this, if you're new to the business, right, and you're coming up to a decision right now, and you might say to yourself, hey, man, this is a tough business, man. I'm in this business 2 months. I'm in this business 3 months, man. I'm not making much money, man. This is a bunch of bullshit. I don't know if I should do this, right? I got news for you. You got to make the choice right now to say, I'm going to stick it out. What is the guy doing differently that's selling 25 than the guy doing differently that's selling 15? I'm sorry, selling 10 or 8 and struggling every month? What's the difference? It's the choices that that person makes. So if you're new to this business, don't give up. You're going to choose. If you're choosing right now to give up, don't give up. We have to keep plugging. You got to keep going. It's easy to give up. It's easy.
The goal line sometimes is right there, but most people quit before they reach it. And it's like right there, and most people give up. We had a gentleman, I hope he's listening. We had a gentleman that came in and applied for a sales job. And he was in the restaurant business, and I explained to him, you got to work a lot of hours. I said, 50 hours a week, sometimes 6. No problem, I've been doing that. I can do whatever it takes. But I got to make money. I need money right away. I got to make money. He applied at a dealership, and he left in 3 days. And the reason he did, he said, it's too many hours. He made the choice to come in here, and then he made the choice to go back on, it's too many hours. And he's still broke. No money.
Right. We wish him nothing but the best, of course.
Absolutely.
But the reality is, look, if you want to get to that level, whatever level it may be, it doesn't matter what business you're in, you got to do what the successful people in that business do. And what they do is they make the choice and decision every day to go at it with 150% beast mode. That's what they do. So if you want to be there, guess what? You're going to have to do that. You got to make the choice to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, get up right away, get going, start moving, start shaking, get to work early, leave work late. Hey, the best of the best. Look at LeBron James. You think LeBron James was just born with the talent? Sure, he was born with a little athletic talent, but LeBron James is the king because LeBron James gets up every morning. He works twice as hard, man. He does what beasts do. That's the reality. He does what it takes. And if we ever want to get to that level in that game, then we got to do it, that level, at that game, 100% of the time. And it's choice. It's choice. It's a choice. I can go home right now. Hey, man. Hey, Al, listen, bro. It's 4:45, okay? No, it's 3:45. 3:45. I'm tired, man. You got this, bro? I'm going to go home. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. You make the choice to go home.
All right, bro.
All right, goodbye.
I'll see you later.
All right. It's all about a choice,
All right.
isn't it?
I'll see you later. All right, bye. All right, bye. I'll see you later. No, I'm not going to do that. Be working late, man. Guess what? I'm coming to work tomorrow. I'm going to be here tomorrow because we have to do what we have to do because we want to make sure that you out there, you and our dealers, you are in our dealerships right now, the guys that are right there, we want you to succeed. You see, we make a choice every day to work 12 hours a day because we want you to succeed because we want to succeed. Hey, the more you succeed, the more we succeed, right?
Yeah. Pretty simple.
It's choices. We're the sum total of the choices that we make in our lives. That's the bottom line.
And it's the choices in our head. What are we choosing to think about? What we don't have? Or are we choosing to think about what we do have? Do we have the gratitude? Are we grateful for what we do have? Somebody said the other day, yeah, my car doesn't run very well. Well, I know somebody that doesn't have a car that would love to have your car. Somebody else says, I live in the hood. I don't live in a very, very nice place. I know a homeless family that would love to live there. Mm-hmm. See, we forget. We think we're on a bottom. We're so far high up, it's incredible. And what's upon us, what's in front of us. But in our brain, the 6 inches between our ears, we're always choosing negativity. We're always thinking negativity. Poor me, look where I came from. I mean, that's what's happening in a lot of heads.
And the funny part is if you're struggling right now, no matter what business you're in, but if you're struggling and you're really having a tough time, it could be as simple as making a decision. It truly can. It could be simple as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take off, boom, go. Just like the rocket. I mean, think about it. We see when NASA shoots a rocket off. I mean, thousands of people will watch it on TV. I sign online because I think it's cool, right? And we do the 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. It doesn't hit the snooze button. Hold on. Let's take another 10 seconds. Think about this. No, man. Boom, done.
One of her great examples is you're sitting in a chair at home and you think, I really should go to the gym. And she says, start counting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up and go.
Get up and go.
But if we just sit there and think about it, we're going to talk ourselves not to go to the gym.
Well, there's some scientific studies behind the decision-making process, right? She dives deep into the science of it, too. And it's really cool. But you know what? Even without the science of it, it just makes sense.
Right.
Because we can talk ourselves out of something. If we don't make that decision and act in 5 seconds, we're literally able to talk ourselves out of it. Because now, should I do that? Or should I do that? Should I do this Facebook Live? Should I, No. So, choices are everything. As we're coming up to the end of the month, as we're coming up to the beginning of December, December in the automotive industry is notoriously one of the best months of the year. We have 5 weekends. That's 10 weekends. We have 5 weekends in the month of December. We have the end of tax season coming up. What I mean by the end of tax season, there's a lot of businesses out there that need to spend money. Their accountants are saying, go buy something, okay? You have a lot of opportunity right now. People are in that festive mode. The economy is doing great. The traffic is there. So we have to make a choice right now. Either we're going to decide that the business is slow or the business is busy. What is it up to you? The top sales professionals in this industry never say it's slow. Never say it's slow. I can go right now to see a friend of mine, Steve, over at the Hyundai dealership who sells over 100 cars a month, by the way. No fleet. No fleet. Don't think he sells fleet. 1 at a time. 3 assistants. And I'm going to ask him, Steve, is it slow out? Is it slow? What's slow? I don't know slow. What does slow mean? What is even the definition of slow? Non-stop. So you make the choice. Is it slow or is it busy? Is there 50 customers who came to your service department today that are in your service department? While we're waiting for that customer to walk off that lot, to come on the lot, we got 50 people in service right now saying, hey, I'm here to get an oil change, but guess what? I guarantee you 2 out of those 50 will buy a car today if you only ask them. If you only ask them. Your choice. You walk over to the people waiting in service, say, hey, folks, my name's Matt. I'm one of the sales professionals up here. If I can get you any coffee, any water, please let me know. By the way, we have some year-end specials going on. I might be able to save you some money. In fact, depending on what you're driving, I might be able to keep you in the same vehicle, get you out of it, no money out of pocket, even lower your payments. Hey, if you're interested, just let me know. Thanks, guys. Make a choice.
It's all
Right?
about choice.
It's all about choice.
But it's so much easier to choose the negativity. That's the lazy side. I don't feel like it. I don't want to do it. Well, we've been doing that our whole life. That's why it's hard, but the results are incredible. The results are incredible. If you choose, now a lot of people, New Year's Eve, they're going to make New Year's resolutions. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to change my diet. I'm going to change my relationship, whatever it may be. And they wait till the strike of 12 to make all the decisions. What we found out is you make them now. You start making your New Year's resolutions now. For all the smokers out there, and I used to be one, for all the smokers, don't wait for New Year's Eve to quit smoking. Start backing down now. Start smoking less. Prepare yourself now, not at the strike of 12.
Or just throw the pack out and make a decision right now. Just throw it out. Just make the decision. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm done. I know it sounds, that's not that easy, Matt. Well, I did it.
It's not easy.
It's not.
It's the hardest thing I ever had to do is quit smoking cigarettes.
It's very hard. But if you make that decision, see, Tony Robbins talks about linking pain and pleasure as the 2 greatest motivators on the planet. And if you can link enough pain, and pain being the greatest motivator, if you can link enough pain to picking up that cigarette, you can actually quit right there on the spot, making that decision to quit. Because I quit too. I was a smoker for many, many years. But I decided to quit smoking because I linked enough pain to it. And I know, I'm not going to get into the story now, but you know the story. And the reason why I quit smoking was because of my son, because of my wife, and I decided to quit. But we all have that choice to pick it up or to not. Hey, New Year's resolutions, I got news for you. If you're banking on that, January 17th, man, National Break Your New Year's Resolution Day. It's a fact. Google it. I don't know. Someone had way too much time on their hands to figure that out, but that's the day. Don't do that. Just make a decision. That's just really simple, isn't it?
It's just a choice. If you just think about the good and the bad. If I get up and go to the gym, how am I going to feel? Good. If I sit home and don't go to the gym, I'm going to feel bad. Pretty simple. if I quit smoking, I'm going to be a champion, especially for my family and if you have kids. If I don't quit smoking, I'm still going to have smoker's breath, stinky hands, stinky clothes, and constantly hurting yourself because there's not one nutrition in smoking a cigarette, is there? Is there a vitamin? Is there anything in smoking a cigarette?
Well, there's what is that stuff called? Stuff they put in dead people. What is that called? A embalming fluid or something like that? I don't know. But anyway, let me tell you this much. Here's a choice. This is something in our manual that we always talk about right here. It's Michael Jordan. It says, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot, and I missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life. That's why I succeed. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan could have had the choice, the decision. He could have decided when he was a junior in high school, or when he was in high school and he got cut from his high school football team, he could have decided to give, basketball team. He got cut from his high school basketball team. He could have decided that, oh, well, maybe it isn't for me, and never played again. But he didn't, right? He's the greatest player of all time, right? So it's the choices that we make. And that's one beautiful thing in there, is that failure is something that we can grow from. Failure, learning the things that don't work, and then continually to grow from there, right?
Failing is you hear me say it all the time, it's the fertilizer for success.
Yes.
I mean, if you're still doing the same thing over and over again, that's insanity. But when you fail, you're going to learn what to do right or what you did wrong. It's a choice. See, the choice lies between our ears. Mm-hmm. We know it. See, we're all smart enough to know it. The problem is some people have gotten that laziness, they just can't break it. They sleep real late. They sleep late on their day off. They eat crummy food. They do nothing positive. Life is to live one day at a time.
So look, guys, in the automotive industry, I know there's a lot of people watching us that's not in the automotive business, but we have a lot of people watching us on our Zoom conference that's in the automotive business. Make a decision today that you're going to be very successful next year. That next year is going to be the best year of your life.
But finish strong.
Yeah, finish the strong. And to finish, of course, you make a decision now that it's never slow again. It's not slow. It's a mindset. Make a decision that you're going to learn every day on different various ways how you can increase your business, how you can grow your business. Make a decision today that you're going to have the best December of your life. And trust me on this. Once you make that decision, you're halfway there. Now all you got to do is take the action. Right?
Choice.
It's all about choices.
It's all about choices.
The choices that we make.
Yep.
And look, if you're thinking about leaving that dealership, if you're thinking about quitting the dealership that you're at because maybe it's a little bit slow, listen, second think that, man. Second guess it. Look, you got to make the right decisions for you, okay? Every circumstance is different, obviously, all right? Each circumstance is different. And I'm not saying everywhere you are right now is paradise, okay? But what I am saying is, especially if you're new to this business, and if you're having a tough time, you're 2 months in, 3 months in, 4 months in, even 5 or 6 months in, and you're just having a tough time. Maybe you're not making that much. You just make the decision now to do better. Make the decision now that you can do better, that this business is for you. And it's incredible what this business can do for you.
I remember in the automobile business in December, we were told, you better save your money because people don't buy cars at Christmas time. And I've heard it over and over again, and guess what? It was very, very slow. Then I joined a group called the Maroney Group, and a guy by the name of Jorge, who was the general manager, goes, Decembers are the best. You better be ready because we're going to sell so many cars. And that was their mindset. And I realized it was the best month. Mm-hmm. It really was mine. But all the other dealers said, save your money because you're not going to sell any cars. That's when I realized choice. You have a choice to think that no, or you have a choice to think yes.
Yeah.
And I made that choice a long time ago, and Decembers were great because people do buy cars for presents, especially now.
It's funny you say that, though, because it's true. It doesn't matter. It's how you look at everything, right? The choice that we make on it. Remember the Pontiac Aztecs?
Yes.
Okay, so the Pontiac Aztecs was rated as like the ugliest car ever made. Okay, it really was. Okay?
It was.
It was like in the magazines and everything. But I remember when a Pontiac Aztec first came out, and there was a gentleman I was working with by the name of Scott Ahrens. I don't know if you're watching this, Scott, but if you remember, man, this guy was so into the Aztec. He loved it. It was the greatest product on the planet. And guess what he did?
He sold them.
He sold a bunch of them. He was like the top Aztec salesperson in the country. But in his mind, he made the choice that this was a great utility type of a vehicle. It didn't matter how it looked. In fact, he loved the way it looked. But, car and trucks, it was the ugliest car ever made on the planet. But in his mind, he made the decision that this was a great product, and he was going to offer it to his customers. He was going to sell it to his customers because he knew that this was a good product. And what did he do?
He sold.
It's all choice.
It's all choice.
It's all the decision that you make. It's all what you believe. Belief is everything. Hey, the hardest part of making your first $1 million is what, Al?
Believing that you can.
It's believing that you can. And we ask that question all the time. What's the hardest part of making your first $1 million? And people are like, well, starting a business, I don't really know. It's believing that you can. Once you believe you can, you're halfway there. Now you got to start doing it. That's a choice. It's a choice that you can make.
If you believe that you're going to lose weight, you will. If you believe it, because then you're going to do the steps that are necessary.
You still got to do those.
You got to do
steps.
the. Listen, all the diets out there still say moderate eating, exercise, very important.
Yeah.
You know.
One of the other things is you can't just think like, I remember one time, I'll never forget, I was over, my wife and I, it's going back many years ago, and my wife and I were, enjoying a day off. We were at a beach, right? And we ran into somebody that we knew that was unemployed. Okay, for a long time. They were like unemployed for 6 months. Like, hey man, how you doing? How you been? Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. We say, hey man, so you working? You working now? No, I'm still looking for a job. Still looking for a job. And I'm saying to myself, I didn't say this to him, but I'm saying to myself, this guy's still looking for a job, but he's on a beach in the middle of a day. I mean, like, what are you doing? Like, get off the damn beach and go look for a job. I mean, it's the choices that we make.
Employers, they walk the beach looking for people.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Absolutely.
They look for guys like Cliff, you know what I'm saying?
So it's about choice. What are you going to choose today? What are you going to choose right in the next hour? What are you going to choose for tomorrow? What are you going to choose for this weekend? It's all about choice. Get ready for this new year. It's going to be awesome. Be part of it. Don't be watching, looking at what's happening. Make it happen. You have a choice to do that, and you have a choice to do that right now.
Make the decision.
Make the decision.
Make the decision. And if you'd like to make the decision to get into the automotive industry, you never thought about it before, but maybe you want to make the decision to get into the car business and you want to learn how to sell properly. You want to learn what to say and how to say, what to do and how to do. You want to learn the proper steps to the sale. You want to learn how to overcome objections. You want to learn closing techniques. You want to learn how to take care of your customer, treat them with respect, give them what they want, never lie to them. You want to learn all those things. Reach out to us, Maximum Potential Institute, where success comes to life. You can call Al, you can call me, you can email myself, matt@mpifl.com, al@mpifl.com.
Call us. Call us. If you just want to talk, give us a call.
Yeah. Maximum Potential Institute, where success comes to life. We'll see you guys at the dealership next time we're out there. Have a great day, everybody.
Ciao.